longer he's in boxing, each step is just going to have more and more, it's more of a challenge for him. So that's what anybody sort of say.
Sugar Hill, right here. Dean Guerrero, Art of Sports. What do you think about this extra bet going on that they have that Tommy has to change his name to Tommy Fumbles? It fumbles if he wins, if he loses, and vice versa, he gets $500,000 if he wins. What do you think about that?
From what you're telling me, it sounds a little bit personal, and it sounds like business. You said you got to change his name, and the other part of the bet is some money. So, yeah, it's just personal. It's just something they got going on. If that's what they want to do, it's interesting. It's just like if you had two guys in the street on the same block, making a bet. It's just a bet.
Thank you.
Fair play.
Javon, over here. Jeremy Hergis with Fansided.com.
It's Sugar Hill because you're not going to say it right, so it's just Sugar is easier.
Got you. When you're dealing with a fighter with potential, what are the things that you're looking at specifically when you see him, and how do you go about unlocking that potential? And is it that much harder when you're dealing with someone that's starting from a base level?
Well, I've trained a lot of fighters from the base level from scratch, so it's not anything that's unfamiliar to me. Mainly what I do is I watch them shadow box and just start making adjustments. I need to know what they're thinking when they're in their shadow box, and that tells me a lot on what I need to work on with the fighters. And with me, everything I do is basics anyway, so I'm going to start to correct and fix the fundamentals, so then you'll be able to achieve and to excel in the things that the fighter wants to do, what is in his mind and what he wants to create.
Sugar Hill, Mohammed Mubarak with the Electronic Urban Report. Tell us what more can you give to Tommy to add to his development? And where is he at right now? In your opinion, where is he at in his development?
Well, I think Tommy's at the development stage right now, just the beginning to start to understand and be really, really involved and focused in boxing. And right now, I'm happy with that. And I think it's going to be a fast progress for Tommy because some of the things I've showed him, how he grabbed hold to him so quickly and is able to do them, it reminds me a bit of Tyson. It's just that Tyson's been boxing his whole life in the ring and in the gym, and Tommy hasn't. So it's going to be interesting just to watch how fast he's going to really grow. And like I said, it's exciting to me because I just enjoy teaching and watching somebody learn and go out there and do it and be happy about it.
Hi, Sugar Hill, right here, Giandra LaBeouf, Boxing Insider. To follow up on what you just said, since the Furies are a fighting family, you just mentioned that he just hasn't fought his whole life like his brother. Is there a signature thing that the Fury family does in fighting, and does Tommy have that?
It's not a signature thing, it's just fighting, so that would be the signature. Everybody in the family fights.
And secondly, you've seen a lot of styles throughout your career. How would you categorize Jake Paul's style? What would you liken it most to from what you've seen of his fighting?
I was just watching on the screen here, and I was talking to one of my other young fighters, Nico Ali Walsh, and I was asking him what did he see in the fight. And it's just a lot. Jake is very creative in the ring. I'm watching him, so I hear bad talk about him, but I have to give him a lot of credit for what he's doing and how he's learning. He doesn't look like a beginner like everybody's talking about, like a very, very beginner, because of the things that he's doing as far as thinking and making adjustments and creating opportunities to land punches. And I think he's coming along just fine, just as well as anybody who's just starting boxing.
Thank you, Giandra. It's always so good to see you. And I know Tommy was supposed to be with us today, so it's not like we came empty-handed. Unfortunately, he had a family emergency. He's actually flying back to the UK as we speak, so we hope everything is working out well. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have him soon via satellite, Zoom. It's technology. Thank you, Chris de Blasio. We will have him, we promise. Not today, soon. So I just have one question. I know you're very strict. You always, put us at bay. Media is always at bay in your camp. How are you going to control the media attention that somebody like Tommy will bring to any boxing camp?
Well, in the gym, we're just training, so it's no windows, and that's it. Close the door, start training. we have media days and things like that, things that we have to do. But me, I'm not too particular about videoing and posting things like that. I don't think it's that important. I don't really care if they do it, but as long as they focused on training. And that's just the main part, what they do outside of the gym as far as doing their downtime on social media. I mean, it's all a business at this point, really. So I don't really complain about it. I don't do it, but I know it's a new thing that's out. And you have to be able to take it and use it to be able to grow. And I think with this fight here, the way things have gone, and it's bringing a lot of attention to boxing, and that's with the social media and you know how this thing has just grown to such a big event now, and it's just good for boxing. Period. I only see boxing growing because of this. I think that you have these two fighters, like novice fighters, fighting on a pay-per-view like a big card. This is big boxing right here. That you have these two like beginning guys fight on, and I think it's just great. Everybody's gonna a lot of people probably gonna disagree with me on that, but I do think it's great. I mean, you get people, if you're in a neighborhood and they're out there fighting, they're gonna gather around and watch it. It doesn't matter how much experience they really have. People just want to see a good fight.
I agree. Coach.